Good evening, everyone. Good evening. If you're watching this on the replay, you can come along to rapidexecutive.com/live and still grab all of the details. We'll get going in just a couple of minutes. I think we've already got one. Is that you, Paul? Coming from Tuart Hill. Jump onto rapidexecutive.com/live. You can chat over there as well. We'll get started in just a couple of minutes. Hi there, Ev. Ev from Perth. Ev, if you want to update your name there, you can click on where it says Anonymous393 just above the message box. You can update your name there as well. I'm assuming you pronounced that Ev. I'm guessing. I hope that's right. Sorry if it's not. Just getting a couple slides up here ready for you now, and we'll get underway in just a minute. All correct. Great. Excellent. Well done, Ev. Nice one. Come back to me for just a sec. Good evening, everyone. Nathan from Rapid Startups coming in live again this week, Tuesday night, webinar night. Just waiting for everyone to come in now. It's right on 8 o'clock. So jumping onto YouTube, jumping onto Hangouts. If you jump onto rapidexecutive.com/live, you can chat. Put the box for the video there and the chat box underneath it, so you can grab all the details there. Grab all the slides for tonight as well. Follow along or grab them afterwards for all the links that come up in tonight's presentation. So we'll be going through a few things tonight, stuff that I've been working on this week. It's funnel craziness at the moment, so I'm working on a whole bunch of exciting new products that I'm launching, a whole bunch of funnels, live traffic, and all that sort of stuff that I'm working on, online stuff at the moment. I'll be able to share some of the numbers with you, some of the things that are working, some of the things that aren't working, through a bunch of other stuff. So this is the Rapid Startup Meetup. We meet every Tuesday to help you get your business started and growing, whether it's online, whether it's offline. G'day, Simon. Nice to see you. And this week, we're going through the 7-day startup framework, I guess, from Dan Norris. So we work through once we go through kind of everything from ideation, getting your minimum viable product right through to marketing, metrics, and launching. So we're just about at the end. This is the, I guess, the last of the bonus, the launch session. So we're still on day 6, technically. We meet in person every fortnight. We're actually meeting tomorrow night. So actually tomorrow lunchtime, we're changing the session. G'day, Shane. Good to see you. So this is the online sessions. We run these every week. This is one of the bonus sessions. So, and in between episode, we'll be talking about metrics, marketing, funnels, online traffic, email marketing, all that sort of stuff tonight. So stick around to the end, and I'll show you through the funnel numbers for everything that I'm working on at the moment. It's very, very cool. Having some technical issues tonight. Viewers dropping off, dropping back in, dropping off, like in big chunks. So if it's cutting out on you guys, I do apologize. Everything seems okay on my end with Google Drive before. I'm not sure what's going on in the world at the moment. Something Google funny going on at the moment. I've got some slides for you. These usually take about 25 minutes to go through. I'll rush through them tonight to Q&A. I want to be helping you guys out. I'm really excited to show you some of the numbers for something new I'm working on this week. I've also got a bit of a recap on the last working on as well. So I'd love to show you guys all the things that work, internet marketing, business, whether an offline business. I have a technical background myself, and I'm trying to really simplify it down so anyone can do this stuff. So whether you're technically minded or not, really simple to execute on. I have a e-commerce store that I'm working with, so I'm working with some physical products at the moment, as well as some online products. So I'll show you those too. Jump in. If you are new here, rapidexecutive.com/live, you can jump on the webinar there and chat with everyone else as well. All right, we should have everything up there now. This is, as I said, a bonus in between episode. Some more metrics, some more tracking, and some more online marketing. So, went through the 3 myths of online marketing, and we went through a whole bunch of stats for some of the funnels that I'm working on at the moment. We'll just quickly jump through them again. Paid traffic is hard, paid traffic is expensive, and paid traffic doesn't work. So let's have a quick look at those. So in today's, we'll also jump back into email marketing again. I've got a few extra things to show you on that, and why email is still the #1 conversion technique you can use, whether you've got an online or an offline business. No matter what niche it is, the winner still. How to grow and scale, and I'll look at a new funnel that I've set up actually just today. So it's only been set up in the last couple of hours and it's already working. So I want to show you, I guess, live exactly how that's working as well. All right, we always start with our why. I was having a chat with one of you guys today, actually, what actually is the why behind what you're doing. It's easy to get stuck in the loop of where I want to go with my business. I've got all these ideas, I'm not sure where to start. But if you start with your why, compelling reason to get through, and no matter what one you choose, you may end up still feeling like this. So if you start with a really strong why, you'll do what you love, and you'll never feel like you're working a day in your life. All right, I think most of you guys have been around before and would have seen this. This is available in today's slides, which you can grab just underneath the chat box there. Just click the button, it'll give you a PDF of all this, which is all clickable. If you are early on or looking to start something new, I guess a matrix that covers everything from the different business types, sort of summarizes the general business types. Most businesses would fit into one of these, whether you're a coach or a designer, an artist, something, build something, if you're selling physical products, all that sort of things. So kind of covered most of those there and actually given you a real world example and a little bit. So you can grab that in today's session notes as well. And all of these are clickable links, great reading. If you're struggling with where your idea fits, sort of work out which the best business model might be for the way forward for you. Right, we go through these every single week, from everything from lesson 1, where you're going through those ideas, going through that business matrix, working out exactly which business to take step from the minimum viable product, finding out who your market is, how to talk to them, building your website or your product out, getting that product in front of people, working out a what's called a launch plan or a marketing plan. We go through how to get yourself out there, metrics to work out what's going to work, how it's going to work, and what to track, and we get right through to launch. It takes around 2 months to get through all of these sessions, but you can go back through rapidexecutive.com/launch to go back through right through from the start. Right, this has not felt any truer than the last couple of months. I've spent a lot of my time promoting my products. The way that I've been promoting it, not so much social media. I have a few automatically for me in social media spaces, but I've spent a lot of my time on writing media. So I've been doing emails to that has been working really well. So feel like a media company, even though I'm selling things like coffee. So it definitely works. As Gary Vaynerchuk also says, content. That's what I've been working on at the moment. So I'm keen to show you guys exactly the stuff that I've been. This is a follow-on from day 6, which is metrics and tracking. The book is One Metric That Matters. Not getting stuck on all sorts of metrics. You can get stuck on vanity metrics and things like that as well. How many likes you've got, which is nothing gets measured. All right. What he talks about is, what is your goal? Make sure it's measurable and meaningful. Growth versus visits. Have a look at what you can realistically achieve in your first month, and then revisit it afterwards. And just take it one metric at a time. The ways to track things, I'll show you some simple things to how to track metrics, especially with online tools. Make it really easy for you to work out whether you're working for you. Build your own dreams, or someone will hire you to build theirs. Love that from Farrah Gray. Let's have a look at how we can build out and start our marketing plan. So number one myth that I'll break down for you today is paid traffic is hard. So if you are not familiar with the term funnel, this is a very simple one. Obviously, it looks kind of like a funnel. You could take a cold traffic, or people sort of coming to your website via a blog post funnel. That blog post would have obviously some sort of means the content you want to convert these people. So these are cold traffic. If you get cold traffic and you put an ad in front of them, you're far more likely to have them just turn around and walk around the other way. And some value first. So people are searching for example, is coconut oil healthy? I'll explain why that's relevant in a moment. I'll across an article about coconut oil and the best type of coconut oil. And if that article is useful and gives them all the details that they need, convinced to go one step further and give you that email address. If you're selling products like coconut oil, would be converting those customers into buyers. That's a really simple look at it. So this is a simple sales funnel. I'll show you exactly how that's working. So I have one, funnily enough, on coconut oil, where I'm actually driving traffic with a Google ad. So I wrote as I said, on the benefits of coconut oil, running, I guess, Google traffic to that. And after, I think this was in April, so this is way back when I started running traffic, it just really started to go off. The results were very positive, pretty much straight away. So the article was launched just around here, April, and I was getting 5% of my traffic download page after signing up and reading that article. I was very happy with that. Now, what I also showed you last week was a recap of that. So way back in April is when I launched that article. I turned the traffic down. And if we look at sort of the start of July through till now, this is the last 2 months, I've 100x'd my traffic over that time. So this was a media article. Google has recently picked that article up and is starting to run with it. And you'll see that the line over the last 2 months on that page, 5% conversions on that traffic. People coming through and actually signing up on that page as well. That was just with Google. Now I'm also using Facebook, and Facebook is one of the most powerful traffic generators on the internet today. I'll show you exactly how that's working as well. On Facebook, they call it remarketing. And remarketing because Facebook has the ability to track you. might sound a bit creepy to some people. Some people are very, very much aware of the second or third post every time you scroll through Facebook is something that says sponsored, which is an ad. Usually because you've been somewhere and someone's tagged you with a what's called a Facebook pixel. All right, myth, carrying on from that Facebook comment, is expensive. So I've heard of people burning multiple tens of thousands of dollars with marketing campaigns on Facebook to not really achieve much at all. The comments flying around that doing paid traffic is expensive. So I put together a $50 experiment. 2,500 people to come to my Facebook page, 250 of those, so 10% of those to click over to my website. Very lofty target of 10% of those email list. Using an affiliate product. It's a physical product, but an affiliate product that I'm also selling myself. The idea, back to that funnel again, was to take Facebook traffic, 2,500 views, turn that into 25 email signups, and then convert those into sales. So my total budget was $50. You'll see that the step one was to acquire those on Facebook. So you can see that this was running. This was the amount spent. I didn't quite get to 2,500 people reached. Now this is Facebook obviously doing their algorithm over trying to spend my money and get it in front of people that were trying to achieve that goal of going to my website. The conversions were pretty much dropping off as the money started going up. Around about day 4, and Facebook started to pick up as it started to drop off the cost. So around about here is when Facebook had really sorted out what it was supposed to be doing. I only said it for a week. So, so right when it was starting to go good, it turned itself off. I was turned it straight back on again, but you can see it hadn't quite got the reach, but it was starting to get that again. 15 conversions, paid $3 each for those. But the customer acquisition on those pages, so as I turned it back on again, we ended up with 208 visitors and 46 contacts. So 22% of people who landed on the page ended up converting. And that's still sitting around the same. So this was about 2-3 weeks ago, and I'm still sitting on that at the moment. If you like, guys, I can show you that funnel live again. That's still going off. What I did was actually automate this customer relationship management tool, or just a Trello board, basically. This is an online tool, free online tool. What I did was connect it using a tool called Zapier. So for each new contact that was added via my page, it automatically Trello board, put them in this list here, and then I knew whether I needed to go and sign them up, what all the details were. So I just copy and paste them in. It was really simple. And then I can move these customers across as I follow them up. Once they make a purchase, they go to buyers. To become a promoter of the product themselves, I can move them over to sellers, things like that. So very cool, very simple, very automated sales funnel. All right, myth number 3, paid traffic doesn't. It sounds all well and good. You spent some money, but what happened in the end? Did you get any conversion? So this is way back 3 weeks ago. This was the product itself. So I actually sold out of the product I had, and on top of the product making, I guess, me some money as well, $980 US in commissions. Those 46 people, and all in 1 week with a $50 budget. Very happy with that. All right, let's jump into some email marketing again. Now, guys, obviously, if you have questions about each of the slides, you can put them in the I can answer them on the spot on those slides. If you have generic questions, then we'll try and get to those at the end as well. All right, let's jump into some email marketing. As I said, email, and I'll kind of show you why. This is a bit of a recap on what we talked about last time on email as well. So we're looking at conversions on site from a couple of months ago. This is of all the conversions on my site. Conversions is sales. So the conversion value here, 10% coming from all of the completions. We've got this line here, this line here, and this line here. Adds up to 15% of all of my conversions actually still come from email. Now 15% doesn't really sound, 15% is great, but it's only 15%. So what? You look at it this way, that 15% of sales only came from 2 emails. In a 2-week period, middle of August, I sent out 2 emails and 1 here. And the direct sales attributed from people clicking a link in that email, then going and purchasing. So that's not to say they saw the email, read the email, came back later, clicked through, didn't buy it, then came back and bought. I can't track the latter of those. This is just people that directly clicked the link, went over to my website and purchased. I sent 2 emails and made $2,200. I'm very, very happy with that. It's certainly a winner. If you are just getting started and you're looking for an email platform, you can get started really simply with MailChimp for free. .com/MailChimp. There's a link there. It'll take you to a free up to your first 2,000 signups for free using MailChimp. They also have this really sign-up forms that you can create from scratch. You don't even need a website to start. And as I've showed you, you can make money from email very, very easily. I'm also using ClickFunnels at the moment as well for a lot of my website, one of my sales funnels, and it has built-in email to it as well. That's obviously for the advanced guys. So the fortune is in the follow-up from one of my favorite books of this year, Will It Fly by Pat Flynn. I'll show you what I mean by that. So I have a new sales funnel that So I had a very, very busy morning this morning. This is a picture of my whiteboard. You might have noticed that it wasn't sitting behind me like it normally is with a whole bunch of stuff on it about Amazon. Today, I needed to nut out. I had to take my kids to school. My daughter had a walk in the bush morning with her parents, so I got to walk through the bush near the school with my daughter, which was fantastic. And when I came home, it was about 10 o'clock this morning. I had a hell of a lot of things to do. I have an event coming up. I'm going over to Sydney with my business, or one of my businesses, I should say, next week to sponsor the Tony Robbins event, which is going to be massive. And I realized we hadn't actually created a sales funnel for it. It's already been in my head, but I needed to get it all out there. So quickly give you an overview of this. It probably doesn't make any sense to you whatsoever, but I created a flyer that I'm going to hand out to everyone. There's 5,000 people going to be coming to this event. That flyer lands people on a website, basically a really simple URL for them to come to, a really simple URL with the Hi Tony's fans sort of thing coming up here, and I'm directing people to a giveaway. It is also on my website, and I'm going to show you guys how that is working. It's a really, really cool tool. You can get to really simply create a giveaway, a really powerful giveaway that's got some built-in virality, which is awesome. Giveaway, then I'm able to send out to my and put on social media. As I said, there's some virality built in, which I'll show you what all that means as well. So it's a way of killing 2 birds with 1 stone, getting a bit of buzz going all at once. And these new people that sign up by this giveaway. Now, if you have or haven't done a giveaway before, you may or may not know that people who enter competitions to get on your email list, people people by giving them free stuff, they may not be the best customer. They may not want anything from you at all except something that's free. They may not want your product even if it's free. They just want it because it's free. So these may not be the best customers for me. So what I'm going to do, instead of just putting them straight on my normal email list, I've created an autoresponder to take them through a bit of a indoctrination, I guess you could call it. So I've been very busy today creating all of this. I ticked off everything apart from 3 of the emails in one day. So I had a very, very busy morning, but I want to show you. So this is what, I guess, happy birthday to us. This is our second birthday for our online store. Using is this tool. I'm not sure if you can see it there. It's called Powered by King Sumo Giveaways by WordPress. So this is a WordPress plugin that you can get. It's a paid plugin. It's very good. The sort of affiliation with them or anything like that. It's from the same guys that make SumoMe from sumome.com. They're really awesome. It's a very cool tool. I think it cost me about $100, but I can use it forever. A very attractive looking giveaway pages. So this is a bit of a snippet from the page itself. It looks awesome on a mobile as well. You can go to buttercoffee.com.au/giveaway if you want to have a look at it. But basically, it lands you on a page. It's got some built-in kind of functionality here. So you need to actually select a box. It's like a quiz giveaway rather than just a spammy giveaway. So you couldn't put this on Facebook unless it had this kind of a thing. It's kind of a sweepstake rather than a giveaway. Basically, I'm landing people here from, this could be part of the Tony Robbins event that I've got. This could be on social media. This could be on Instagram, on Facebook. An email out, which I did today, starting this. So basically, you put in all the details in the plugin, a bit of wording, and then it has this countdown timer, scarcity and urgency. You the answer to the, and then it asks you for your email address, which is obviously the key to how this works. So once you enter your email address, it gives you a special link. Now that link is a private link for yourself, and you can share that link, and anyone that uses your link to sign up to this again, additional entries, which is very cool. And when it starts working like that, everyone else can use that and get 3 additional entries as well. And for every single person that signs up, you get 3 additional entries as well. You see how the virality is built into that as well. It also gives you sort of really easy sharing buttons. You click one button, it's straight on Facebook, click another button straight on Twitter, things like that. So a really cool tool, really simple to set up. I added some photos, type these words here, put a date on it, and that's it. Everything else was done for me. So it's a really, really cool tool. And the back end is all really simple to set up as well. And most of that's done for us. Just give you an idea, we are now 2 hours since I sent an email out to my email list. There is 1,000 people on the email list. It was sent out in separation, so 2 hours apart. So the second half of the email hasn't actually gone out yet to the rest of the list, but already on my email list who have come up and actually signed in again, which is pretty cool. So there's already 20 people or 19 people that have signed up already. So they haven't even had a chance to go back and actually click the link yet. So 2 hours before when I actually took the screenshot about an hour ago, and you can see that in that sort of first hour, people was coming straight in, 5:18, 5:20, like people were coming straight after they got the email and coming in, actually clicking that link and putting in their details. So very, very happy with that so far. And that's only my original email list. So I still haven't done any other social networking yet. And I also have the massive event and people. So really looking forward to that. These people will be, I'll be treating them like cold traffic, even though some of them will be existing customers, but I'm taking them through that indoctrination this is all done automatically. I spent today a couple of hours this morning. Then I had to go back and pick up my my son from school. My daughter went off for something else because I already saw her this morning. A couple of hours in the day, set it all up. I've got 3 more emails to write. Basically, for the next month, this will all be running on autopilot. It even does the draw at the end on who the winners are. It automatically emails out those winners, and the indoctrination series will take people through my sales funnel, converting them over to hopefully customers in the end. So how cool is that? All right, so that was my latest sales funnel that I'm working on. Very simple funnel in the end, really. It's just a giveaway with an email autoresponder. To get an email autoresponder, you do need to have a paid version of a free and a paid. So my large email list, my 1,500 subscribers for my e-commerce store is on the free one, where you can do campaigns and send people out stuff, which is actually how I sent them that email today to tell them there was a giveaway. But when they now sign up to the giveaway, which is this one, I've connected this one to my paid MailChimp. I'm expecting to get several hundred people off that. So I can roll people through there, and the donation series is finished. I can take whoever's left off that one and put them back on my cleaning up the paid one, keeping it under the of pricing. If you are thinking of doing some emails for your customers, I highly recommend you do that. I came across an awesome, this is actually a link here, guys. I should have made it blue, but I came across this awesome podcast on email marketing, headlines and content, how to do email that converts, email that gets people to click, open up, read, and do whatever you want them to do in there. 5 minutes, and it's just amazing. Really spot on the point, and fantastic, really good stuff. So go and give that a listen, guys. It's really good. It's from the Funnel Hacker Radio TV. It's fantastic. All right, quick recap. We'll come back and do some Q&A. Through a bit of the email marketing, a bit of why and how. Went through a bunch of funnels that I'm working on to show you exactly how you can do funnels, whether it's Google traffic, whether it's Facebook traffic, or whether it's just email traffic, scratch. And as I said, guys, if you want to go back to the start, you can go back to the first lesson here at rapidexecutive.com/launch. I put them back together in full for you. All the details from today said in rapidexecutive.com/live. I'm assuming most of you guys are already over there. If you are watching this on the replay, it's still available for a couple of days until we need to flick over for the rest of the week. Fast, guys, if you want to grab 15 minutes with me, I know Shane's on here. He's got a session with me tomorrow. I had one last night. I've got another one on Thursday morning. A spot, guys, rapidexecutive.com/coaching. If you want to also put a button on rapidexecutive.com/live if you want to grab a spot there for you. All right, I'm going to come back to me for now. Just refresh the page on the Q&A. Make sure we haven't dropped out. How was that? All there, fantastic. Happy with how things have gone this week. It's been exciting. I've had a very, very busy day. Good fun setting all this sort of stuff up. I guess I'm eating my own dog food as usual. This is how I roll. This is how this sort of stuff is. It is really easy once you get started. Powerful. If I can spend some time writing out some emails, it just starts coming in. So good fun. Sorry about all that noise. Making a mess down here. Now, for once, I don't have a snoring dog in the background. I think this is the first week in months. he's picked up a spot out near at the front, likes looking out the window. I think it might be or something. That tool is really cool. What was the name of it again? King Sumo giveaways. So it's from the same guys who do Sumo Me, which is a WordPress plugin that has a collection of tools within it. I know Simon might be familiar with it as well. The guys at Sector are using it now on their website. Heat maps, content analytics, so it'll tell you how much people are reading your articles. It sort of gives you a heat map down the side. You can see where people are clicking and all sorts of stuff. All these tools that are built into it. It's got some sort of list building pop-ups, some welcome mats that come on the top of your page, and all these little bits and pieces you can add to your site, sort of on top of your site, which is really cool. It's got integration with your email marketing tools and stuff like that. So most of that stuff is out of the box free. They also have this paid tool that sits on, it's sort of standalone from that. It's from the same guys, called King Sumo. So if you just go to WordPress and type King Sumo giveaways, it'll be, grab a license for it. Or look up sumome.com and all their stuff is on there as well. It's a really cool tool. I've had it for a year and a half, I think. So I had my e-commerce store for 2 years, and I discovered it a couple months into that. So do you still use WordPress? Are you moving those to ClickFunnels sites later? So I use both. All my funnels I'm moving over to ClickFunnels. If you guys jumped on rapidexecutive.com/webinar to get here, you'll see that I've moved the webinar pages, the introduction pages for the webinar and stuff onto ClickFunnels. The reason I'm staying with WordPress for the blog and for the e-commerce sites and things like that is because it's sitting on my property. ClickFunnels is actually an external. ClickFunnels is great for the funnel component, but when you want to get your organic traffic and your own site, your own blog, all that sort of stuff, you're better off having that on your own domain, so that you get all that what's called link juice, all the SEO stuff coming to yourself. To have a full-blown e-commerce store, which one of the things that ClickFunnels doesn't do is a full-blown e-commerce store, even though you can take some sales. I am going to set up on the back end of the indoctrination. I'll have a sales funnel with, I guess, actually show you. I've got together a starter pack, part of the giveaway as well. So these sort of sample size products, so little bottles of oil and there you go, little sample packs of all the products. I'm putting together those in a sales funnel, so that'll be I'm all blurry. Ooh. I'm putting together all of those in a sales funnel, and it'll actually be a free plus shipping. I'll come really close. Sorry about the rings around my eyes there. Oh, look kind of freaky. All right. Let me flick back to here and then flick back to me again. Sorry about that, guys. I'll try not to jump around too much. I'm putting them together as a and doing a free plus shipping offer on them. So it's, but I'm bundling it up and then free plus shipping. So I should get some sort of self-liquidating. It's not really costing me anything, but not really losing any money on the front end. So getting people in with some of those products, and then part of the indoctrination series gets them to come back and actually buy the full size. Did you like that? You've kind of tried it, you paid a little bit for it and things like that. So I'll be using ClickFunnels for all of that, but I'll be driving them back to my e-commerce store. So ClickFunnels is really fantastic for the funnel side of things. Tossing out whether to use it for the landing page for the giveaway. So for the for the flyer that I'm taking to the event, it's a much prettier page than I can make myself on WordPress. And yeah, I'm in two minds about that at the moment, because it's just a really simple landing page on WordPress itself. So I did it today, but I guess between now and then, if I get some extra time, I might actually do it on ClickFunnels because it'll look better. I'll use it for any landing page, any funnel parts, top of the funnel, sales funnel, conversion parts, anything I want to track, because the tracking that's built into ClickFunnels is amazing. Blog pages and e-commerce sort of conversions and stuff like that, WordPress. That way I'm keeping my own SEO going as well. So I mentioned a couple of tools tonight. Let me just flick back through. So I'm pretty much doing everything. Let me just think about that for a second. For nearly everything I did tonight, if we take away the ClickFunnels component, just for a sec, I've got you could probably do all of the email stuff that I've just done, apart from the actual sale themselves. You wouldn't even need a website. But I've got MailChimp in my e-commerce store. That's pretty much it for this new funnel that I'm using, and a plugin for that website. That's it. Together, that's everything you need to be able to create an email funnel. For the conversion funnel, the Google one, the first one, I'm using Google Ads at the front. They're going to my website, and my website's connected to MailChimp, and that's it. So they're coming to the site, they read a whole article. At the bottom of the article, it says, we've created a really handy guide that summarizes all this for you, and you can share it with your friends. You can print out, put it in your fridge, blah, blah, blah. On what to use and blah, blah, blah. Click here to get it. You click there and it says, give me your email address and I'll send you the PDF. And you can print it out. The really simple way of doing that, I'm using the free MailChimp for that. That is when they put that in, it sends them confirmation email. They click the confirmation email, which all is included, all automated in MailChimp. The link on the final welcome email. So really, really simple. So that's WordPress and MailChimp. And the Facebook one I'm using, I'm actually using ClickFunnels for that. So I have Facebook ads going to a ClickFunnels page. That ClickFunnels page is connected via Zapier, which is a tool, Zapier, Zapier.com. And I'm just managing all of the contacts that way. It's also connected to MailChimp as well. So I get them in there. But this is I guess a follow-up. I'm trying to follow up individually with people. So I need a bit more rich content, relationship management on there. So I want to make sure I've emailed them, contacted them, they've set up, they've got all the shipping details. There's a whole bunch of stuff I need to do. That's a bit more in person. Convert people into salesmen for the business as well. So it's a bit more of a heavier touch than just here's a email confirmation of your product or whatever. It's a bit more detailed. So not that many tools. Apart from ClickFunnels and King Sumo giveaways, everything else is free. So it's and obviously the ads themselves. But as I said, you can get away with ads for very little. Making compelling content and targeting properly using Facebook ads. Shane says, so jealous you're off to Tony Robbins' event. I'll definitely have to do it next time he's back. He comes back every year. So they just did Business Mastery. If anyone has Google Tony Robbins, spend 10 minutes on YouTube. It'll change your life. He just did Business Mastery in Sydney. Date with Destiny in Queensland, I want to say in November. Which is pretty crazy. Like that's the wettest time of the year. He also does Fiji. He has an island in Fiji. Just, I'd love to go to that. That would be so good. 6 days in Fiji with that. I think you'd come back a very different person. But yeah, I think he comes back every year. This is Unleash the Power Within, one where you go and run across fire or something craziness like that. So yeah, very cool. And last year as well, it was excellent. This year we're sponsoring, so we've only ever had 2 sponsors. Usually they've got 3, and we're the 3rd one. So and the last 2 have been the same sponsors for the last 10 years or something. Privileged. Very cool. I'm not sure how we did it. Don't tell anyone. So we're there for 4 days. And there's 5,000 people. So it's looking pretty. Let us go inside and stuff, which is cool. And we're, I guess, jacking people up with caffeine for the intense 4-day sessions. One of the days kicks off at I think it's 8 in the morning, and I think Tony gets off stage at like 1 a.m. the next morning. So it's just intense. There's no breaks, no food, no, like he doesn't give you a toilet break and stuff. So it's just full on. Anyway, it's very cool. Anyway, I just waffled about Tony Robbins for the last 10 minutes. Do you guys have any questions on conversion, traffic, Facebook ads, live traffic, all that sort of stuff? Tools. Yeah, that is full on. It's cool though. It's game changing. Absolutely game changing stuff. I need to jump off shortly, guys. I've got my team meeting I need to get to early because I've got so much on at the moment. Obviously, I've had a very big day. I need to pass over some stuff to my guys so they can continue on with it while I'm resting up. We'll have if you guys are in Perth, we have a session tomorrow. Instead of in the city, at the boardroom in Beecham. Those guys have just moved and haven't set up the new office yet completely. I think the new boardroom is kind of really tiny, so I'm not even sure it's going to be the best spot for us. But so tomorrow I'm trying out a new spot. It's in North Beach. If you guys are in Perth who want to come down, I'm trying out a lunchtime session as well. I've also put out a poll on the meetup group, meetup.com/Perth-rapid startups. I think that's how you get to it. You can also go to rapidexecutive.com/meetup. It'll take you there. There's a there for you guys. Let me know where you want to do the in-person sessions, whether it's North or City or South, or I think I just put North or City because I'm North. Whether you're happy with a Tuesday, Wednesday, or the weekend, I think of the 3 spots. Trying to get the best spot for everybody. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks, Ev. Paul, it was great to see you guys. And yeah, I hope to see you tomorrow. We're going to the Beach Boardroom tomorrow. Very cool spot. It's just around the corner from me. It's a really cool shared boardroom, kind of overlooking the beach. It's on Flora Terrace. It's actually 3. Well, technically, it's 1 street back, but it's 3 or 4 houses back from the lovely North Beach, overlooking that lovely spot. It's a great spot. Nice little room. So we'll get a few people around the table there, and we'll have a nice session there. And if it goes long, we can just jump up to Tropico and have coffee. 12:30 tomorrow, guys. First time in Perth. Obviously, if you're not in Perth, then that's not very useful to you. But we have these sessions every week, and every fortnight we'll do in person. All right, guys. Any other questions? Otherwise, I'm going to jump off, and I'll leave the chat box open as usual for a little while until the bots show up, and we have to turn it off. Otherwise, we get spammed all night. Need the notes from tonight. You can grab it on the new link. Any feedback, guys, let me know. And I've actually tidied up this page a bit. That layout is better. and easier to read, easier to use. Hoping all of the content on the, if you're on a mobile, so that should make it a lot easier. I think I might leave these pages on Optimize Press for now. So they're sitting on my website, as I said before, keeping that SEO on there. ClickFunnels is still the best for conversion, all that sort of stuff. But when it comes to your own SEO on your page, if you've got content, then yeah, I would leave it on your website. All right, guys, that's it for me. You guys need, you can grab everything from the PDF download just below. And if you want to have a chat with me, click the big red button, free coaching, grab a spot in my diary, and we can have a chat. Hope you had a nice walk with your daughter, your son this morning. I certainly did. I'll catch you in a couple of days as well. All right, guys, have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.